Hey guys, this week on the Real DVD Watchers is Kevin Smith week. So every day of this week, someone's going to be reviewing a Kevin Smith movie. And being that I'm starting the week, I have decided to review Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which is technically the fifth movie I think in the Askewniverse, yeah, Askewniverse, which is basically a universe created and used in most films, comics, and television by Kevin Smith, and it began with Clerks. So because of that, you do get quite a few crossovers and stuff in this movie from various characters from that, which is really cool. But before I get into all of the people that appear in this movie, I'll probably tell you what it's about. So it's basically about Jay, who is this guy, and Silent Bob, who is this guy, as you can see, who's played by Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, who plays Jay. And basically, this movie is about their characters finding out that a movie is being made about a comic book which was based on them, called is it called Blunt Man and Chronic? I think I can't remember. I think that's what it's called anyway. So it's basically a road trip kind of movie for them going to try and stop this movie from being made, and they kind of meet all these people along the way. They get involved in a diamond um robbery, yeah, which is, well, they're kind of led into believing that they're with this group of animal rights protesters. So they go in and steal a monkey, but whilst they're doing that, there's actually another group of people stealing a diamond, and they get blamed for that. And um, so they're being chased down by the police. They drive to Hollywood and try and stop the movie. That's basically the sum of the movie. It's kind of your typical road trip movie in a way, but because it's Kevin Smith, it's kind of got a whole heap of extra things added on, so it's really good. Um, in terms of Kevin Smith, before I kind of get into the review, I do like him as a director. I think he's really good. He's not one of my favorite directors, but I think his movies are very funny, particularly some of his like earlier ones, like Clerks. I wasn't that keen on Zack and Miri make a porno, but it's pretty good. And like I said, it's got a whole heap of kind of cameos from people and stuff, which is what makes this movie funny, in my opinion. Is the different people that are in it that are kind of parodying themselves, and there is a lot of parodies in this movie. I mean, from the title, you can guess Star Wars is obviously a big parody from it, um, and it does have a whole heap. Like I said, sorry, I'm just trying to read off. I've got a list on the air of all the people that appear in this. If I can get it to come up somewhere. Where is it? Okay, so some of the people that actually appear in this movie, you've got Shannon Elizabeth, Will Ferrell, Elijah Dushku, Ali Larter, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris Rock, Jamie Kennedy, Jason Lee, Wes Craven, Mark Hamill, Sean William Scott, Carrie Fisher, Judd Nelson, Jon Stewart, and loads of other people basically. And all these people are kind of playing parody versions of themselves, which is really funny. Especially like, for example, Ben Affleck, who was really funny in this movie. He plays a big parody of like himself and of sort of like the movies that he's been in. And oh, I forgot to mention Jason Biggs as well is in this, and also James Van Der Beer. I thought it was Van Der Beer or Van Der Beek. I don't know what his name is. Anyway, the guy who was in Dawson's Creek, and he has this really funny line where he's arguing with Jason Biggs, and he says, "You wouldn't last a day on the creek." I thought that was really funny. But yeah, basically, this movie has loads of these kind of cameos and stuff from various actors. Some of them have bigger parts than others. I mean, Ben Affleck, Will Ferrell, Shannon Elizabeth, Chris Rock, and Jason Lee are kind of the bigger ones who appear in this quite a lot. Um, and yeah, they kind of play, I guess you'd say, stereotypes of what people expect them to be like. It's just really funny. It is the funniest part of this movie is seeing these people just parodying themselves. And um, like I said, there's a lot of references and parodies of other movies like Star Wars. Um, because obviously Kevin Smith is a big Star Wars fan, and there's kind of references to Star Wars in all of his movies. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of parodies. I'm trying to think of some of the others that are in this. I mean, you could say maybe things like Charlie's Angels and Star. I've said Star Wars, but Star Wars is a big part of this movie. Scooby Doo as well. It's got the guy who I forgot his name, who plays Riley and Buffy. He plays Shaggy in this like Scooby Doo scene. But it's just a kind of some of the jokes are hit and miss for me. I thought that some were funnier than others, but that's the good part about this movie is just because parts of it may not make you laugh, and you may think, "Oh, that was stupid." There's other parts that are actually really funny, and um, yeah, and even though some of the laughs don't necessarily come from Jay and Silent Bob, it's still a really good movie that I highly recommend checking out. Not the best of Kevin Smith's work. I mean, if you wanted to watch what I'd say perhaps some of the better things that he's done, Clerks, Clerks 2, Dogma as well is a really good movie. Um, and it's a good movie, and it's one I think gets overlooked sometimes when you think of Kevin Smith films because it didn't do that well. In theaters, it kind of got mixed reviews. I think it did better when it came out on DVD. A lot of people it became kind of a cult thing. And it is a good movie. I do recommend it just to pick out all of the celebrities and stuff and famous actors and actresses that appear in this movie because there's a lot. And it's really enjoyable to seeing them play extended versions of themselves and just parodying themselves. And it's got some really funny lines and it's awesome. So please check this movie out. Look forward to the other reviews from everybody else on Kevin Smith movies this week. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next week for a review of something else. Probably not a Kevin Smith movie.
Miramax is starting production this Friday on Bluntman and Chronic.
Does it say who's playing us in the movie?
I'm sure it'll be Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. You know, they put them in a bunch of movies.
Jay and Silent Bob are here.
Jay and the Silent Bob movie?
There's a movie being made you two were the basis for.
What? And these two guys from Jersey are on a mission.
We gotta stop that stupid movie from getting made. Come on, Silent Bob. We're going to Hollywood.
If they can manage to get there.
How come we ain't getting no rides?
Because you're doing it all wrong. Hey, all the hitches do this. It's the first rule in the book.
You follow the book, too?
I live my life by it. You live by the book?
Well, you picked us up, didn't you? I got it. All right.
What are you doing?
Whoa! We keep our eye on the prize and let nothing distract us.
My friends and I are on a road trip.
Your friends, huh? Where they at?
What the?
Watch the language, little boy. There's females present.
This summer,
Is Hollywood ready for Jay and Silent Bob?
Hey!
the real Jay and Silent Bob are breaking into show business
I hate how fake Hollywood is.
the hard way.
We may very well be dealing with the two most dangerous men on the planet.
Fire a warning shot into his bulbous. Stand there and react. Don't say anything, especially you. All right, people.
That's pretty funny. This was a good idea, Lunchbox, and these outfits were totally incognito.
Hey, they need you on the set.
Another white boy in this movie? Damn!
Whoa! Jay and Silent Bob strike back.
I think George Lucas gonna sue somebody.